In this, our fourth in the series of low water immersion dyeing, we're going to show you how to actually dye the fabric. First, I take 12 pieces of fabric that are cut into 1 yard pieces. We're going to do a 12-step color wheel here, that's why we need 12. I number each fabric in the upper corner with a permanent fabric marker, and I also number corresponding numbers on the plastic bags. So we have 1 through 12 on the fabric and 1 through 12 on the plastic bags. Once you have that done, take the fabric and individual yard pieces and stuff them into the plastic bags. Fabric at this particular point in time is prepared for dye and it's dry. But now we're going to add 1 cup of water. You want to slosh it around there. Once the water's inside, make sure the fabric gets damp. With 1 yard and 1 cup of water, it won't be soaking wet, but it will be damp. After you have all of them ready, you go on to the next step. That will be to actually mix the dye colors. The first one we're going to do here is red, and we're going to mix 1/2 cup of the red dye concentrate with 1/2 cup of water. Now, since we're doing a 12-step color wheel, there'll be gradations of the colors that add red, blue, and yellow, and I'm going to show you how to mix the first 3 of them. Pour into a separate cup the dye, and then I just measure the water right out of the cup. Help rinse it out into the cup. Get the fabric after this ready and pour the dye concentrate right onto that fabric. So here you go, dye concentrate. Now you can mix it a little bit better than I do. Sometimes I mix the colors really well before I put them into the bag. Actually mix it in the cup. Sometimes I don't. Now you want to make sure that you get as much air out of that as you can, so that the fabric is covered as much as possible by the dye solution. You'll want to squish it around, make sure that you get all the white spots out. Now you may choose to leave some white in for coloring, but you want to get it mixed as evenly as possible. The second dye solution is going to be 3 tablespoons of red with a 1/4 cup of yellow. Now, one of the things to remember about this type of dyeing is that you don't measure completely precisely. Now, eventually, if you want to make sure that you can reproduce colors, you're going to have to use a scale for measuring and much more precision when you're actually doing the measurements. There you go with 1/3 of the cup of yellow. Excuse me, that's a 1/2 cup of yellow. 1/4 cup of yellow. 1/4 cup of yellow into the dye solution. We want to make about a cup of solution altogether, so you'll add enough water to make a cup, and then again pour it onto the fabric. You'll be able to see here that there's just a little bit of a variation in color. This will now change from being pure red to being more of an orange sort. You can also see there why you have gloves on, because I have red dye on the glove, and you want to make sure that that doesn't get on your hands. For the third one, we're going to use 1/3 of cup of the yellow and 1 tablespoon of the red. So again, 1/3 of the cup of yellow and 1 tablespoon of red. And I will post the information about all of the 12-step variations for what you need for the dye recipes, along with the link to this web video. Now, once you've got that all done, again, you have to add water to make a cup of dye concentrate, and put it on the fabric, and you'll see that this one again moves slightly different from the orange previously. This one will have a little bit more yellow in the orange. So there you go. You can see on the fabric it's a lot lighter. Now we have to let it soak and cure for a while. I do about an hour, and at the end of that time you put a cup of soda ash solution onto the fabric. This is the final step. The soda ash solution, I didn't go over how to mix it up, but again I'll put the recipe on the website. And so dump that in there, and again you want to make sure you get as much of the air out as possible. Squish it down, and you want to squeeze it a little bit. Now the more you squeeze it, the more you get the solid variations, but here's all the different colors.